4, 3, 2, 1, and we're on the air. Wow-wee.
So it's been a while since you've seen us.
Together, at least.
That's right. We've had a lot of YouTube live, not just a lot, every game live. We've had highlights of almost everything. But to see us talk, it's been an amazing season. I don't even know where to begin.
Well, I think we got to start right now, at least set the table with the World Series matchup.
So we're gonna
we'll work backwards.
We're gonna Pulp Fiction things over here. The final two standing are Shimshady.
Yeah, which by the way, tonight they showed more grit and more character
that is
than any team all season, including Schwifty with their backs against the wall in the play-in to the wild card to the semis to the championship.
So Shimmy is on a revenge tour. I wouldn't say against anybody in particular, but he was in the World Series last year as captain, and he's back there again.
And his pitcher was A.B. Sacker.
That's right, and he has unfinished business. And he's back there beating an extremely, I'm not going to call them overachieving. Before we thought that.
They're the hottest team in the league.
A hot Tiger. They got off to the best start. And a great series, going to 3.
The question is, who prevails? Is it the hot team and Get Schwifty, or is the emotional high team of Shimshady?
That's right. So Get Schwifty, we didn't talk. They are on a 4-game winning streak.
Right. So they were in the play-in game. To
get to the wild card.
We had a 3-way tie for the last spot. So the 4th seed went to the Tigers.
They beat Savon after dark.
Right. In that play-in, and then the wild card, we saw what they did. They took care of business, and in the semis, they kept on rolling right along.
Amazing. They were a swing away from being knocked out from the foam rollers, and Albert Zolta swing away. A single, they would have been home
on a low pitch.
And it felt like 5 minutes later, they just went out on Woody's team and manhandled the holes.
The holes that they just looked like they were flat, and Schwifty was riding high.
Schwifty was finding the holes early and often. Not so early, actually. It was a close game early. And then they just went on in game 2, they poured it on.
You know, it's really rare to see that both World Series teams are 2 teams of destiny. These 2 teams, literally, I don't think, if you asked me a month ago, if you asked me who the 2 World Series matchup was going to be, I would not think it would be these 2.
No, you have to imagine the Holes were the odds-on favorite, winning 8 in a row, had everything together.
And at one point, the Tigers were the odds-on favorite.
That's right.
So they were in first
place.
place.
The Holes had the hottest pitcher in Max Hadid. The Tigers had clearly the best defense, but this is what we have.
Right, and you know what? I wouldn't have it any other way. This is the matchup that we were dreaming of. Really a lot of storylines going in. We have Ray Esses captaining Get Schwifty with Ike Mavora, with Melech of all people. And their supporting cast is unreal. We have Elliot Sackin, Morris Casson,
Joe Greenberg, Joseph Greenberg, I'm sorry.
Jojo Saruya. What a team they have.
Yeah, this is going to be, I don't want to say a slugfest, but it could be. Leo Casson is the, I want to call him surprise, not surprise. He's in the World Series, man.
He's talk about overachieving. People didn't give him a chance. So for storyline purposes, he's been overachieving, pitching unbelievable. Gave up 1 run in the semifinals last week.
1 earned run, 2 runs and 1 earned run.
Unbelievable.
Right?
No matter how you slice it, that Holes lineup is good, and he held them in check. Their defense stepped up, obviously.
A lot of credit to the defense of Jojo Saruya. It was a soft field, and we thought that would end up paying dividend for the Holes. But Jojo Saruya made every freaking play. Ray Esses made every play.
Yeah,
their whole defense on the infield.
They earned it. I'll tell you that. They earned it more than anyone to the spot in the World Series. And on the flip side, so did Shimshady. Shimshady earned it. They went up against the Tigers, and they really, every game was a nail-biter.
A couple of key defensive plays for Schwifty going back. It was in a game that maybe saved their season against Savon After Dark. Joe Greenberg made a diving catch in a huge spot. Little plays are what get these teams to where they are.
Tonight itself, there were 2 runners gunned out by Zach Ashkenazi, 1 at the plate and then 1 to first base. And obviously the biggest play of the game was bases loaded
for the hottest
2 out
hitter in the league.
For Joseph Ferrati, who was filling in more than anyone ever expected for JT. Coming through in every situation. It was literally everyone was tense, biting your nails. It was everyone holding your breath. 3-2 pitch, and he had not such an easy play.
Not an easy play at all.
To Zach.
And Zach with on a little bit of a bum toe, made a money play, going to the bag, getting the running Jordy at second. I like to give a big tip of my cap, tip of the cap to the umpires, by the way. Great job by Jim Gomez.
An unbelievable game.
Very straight, great game, consistent game. They held it great. Very, very proud and impressed of them. Jim and Gary. Again, a couple of just shining moments. We don't have to go over plays so much.
But I
have so much on tape.
I want to take this opportunity for a minute to congratulate both losing teams in the semis. Both had really good seasons. We already talked about the Hulls, and now we're going to talk about the Tigers. They definitely surprised everyone in the league early. They were in first place for most of the year.
Mikey was tremendous.
Mikey was, you know what's funny? You look at their team. They got Gabe, they got JT, they got Jordy. Mikey was their MVP.
Mikey was incredible. I'd say their downfall at the end of the day was their lineup was a bit short, and their top of the lineup for the most part wasn't rocking it. Today,
they came through today.
Yeah, today Jordy came to play.
Jordy was hitting bombs.
I think he was on base every time up. Jordy.
Yeah, so he had a few defensive plays that didn't go his way.
But you know what? The one defensive mishap he had, they didn't even score that inning. So Jordy had a great night. He was a little bit chirpy and getting under people's skin a little bit. Not sure why, but it's his choice.
It is what it is. Either way. What a season. I'm looking forward to the World Series. You want to predict the World Series matchup?
I could predict it. It's going to be a hard-fought series. I hate saying it's going 3. That's the easy thing to say, but it's probably going to go 3. I'm picking Shimshady simply because, and it's the easy answer, A.B. Sack is on the mound. He's been there, done that, and this is, not that he can't do it, but this is Leo Cassin's first time in an organized league in a World Series.
Wow, that's a crazy stat.
He's won tournaments. He's beat big-time teams in big spots. Not doubting that. He's been in semifinals. He pitched great in the YMSL.
The year he won in the spring, he didn't even pitch. Jack Buabe pitched for him. So you're picking Shimshady in 3.
In Yeshiva, in Hillel, he actually won. But I know the game he won in the finals, he was not on the mound.
So it's funny. The two
So
times that he won an organized ball, he was not there. He was in Mexico, and Jack Buabe won, or he wasn't on the mound. So he actually never himself took the ball and won.
He matured in a big way. We're not going to deny it. He's throwing that changeup for strikes. He's mixing up his pitches. Defensively on the mound, the last 2 weeks has been great. We know he's been shoddy over the course, but that's why I'm giving Shimshady the edge with Zach at shortstop.
Over JoJo Soria.
JoJo's playing great, but I got to give Zach the edge defensively. Center field, we're going Joe Greenberg, Shimmy. Shimmy's been great.
I don't think we should go position by position.
No, we're not
right
going
now.
there. Truth is,
but
I'm giving Shimshady the edge. Both lineups are extremely deep.
Again, it's not sexy to go calling a series to go to 3, but the way these two teams are playing, it's definitely going to 3.
What's your choice?
And listen, the Get Schwifty lineup is hot at the right time. They're all clicking. You got Abramson hitting. You got Melech hitting. You have Greenberg, who is slumping a little bit, but now he's hitting again. Morris Cassin hitting again. JoJo Cerulia. You have
Abraham Haber, by the way.
Abraham Haber. I think at one point Abraham Haber and Yossi Abramson were 10 for their last 10 at one point in the semis.
Oh, and let's not forget the pickup that everybody loves, and it's a feel-good story, Bernie Pindeck.
Right, so we actually have
money.
Wait, while I'm making my prediction, let's press pause. We have 2 of the feel-good stories of the year. 2 undrafted players, Bernie Pindeck and we have Sam Loudon, both finding their way on World Series rosters and both being difference makers for their team.
It's really, really great.
It's such an amazing storyline.
Undrafted
but let me get back to my prediction. I think right now the destiny stops short for Shimshady. I think Get Schwifty is on a magic carpet ride. I think their defense picked it up. I think they're in the right mindset. I think they're on the same page as a team right now. And I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game 3.
So it's funny.
But I think we're on both other ends of the stick.
I agree there's going to be good defense, but both teams are long in the lineup. Yaakov Saruya showed you today, and he's batting 7th.
You know what's funny? Yaakov Saruya is the X factor for this team. When he's hitting that way, and Saul Cohen's hitting that way.
Saul Cohen's batting 6th in the lineup, hitting the bombs.
When that happens, you're right. They could stack up against Schwifty, but let's see how that fares in the World Series.
Don't forget, Jamie Dweck. He's been, much maligned over the last couple of years as the deep fly to left.
No, he's hitting. He's hitting.
He's coming through.
Yeah. So either way, I think we're both in agreement. It's going to be a great World Series.
You got Schwifty. I got Shady.
I got Schwifty. You got Shady. We're set for next week, September
5th. It's a Wednesday night.
World Series. Be there. Don't be late. It's going to be a classic.
Looking
and by
forward.
the way, I want to say one last thing. We have this year, thanks to our good friend Morris Cassin, we're going to have the World Series commemorative patch. We're going to have it ironed on to the chest. They're absolutely spectacular. We're looking forward. It's going to be real. The M&S Cup will be in presence.
It will be presence.
And right for the taking, we're going to have the hat, World Championship hats that we're going to be wearing. And really, this is going to be
they're for purchase if those want.
Yeah, they are. Again, make sure they are for purchase. They're $29.95, and they're absolutely gorgeous.
I can't wait to wear mine. Again, and over the course of the season, I'd like to thank a gritty Hillel squad.
Yeah.
Let's not forget about them.
Yeah,
they were the over, and they ended up not being rollovers. they ended up being a storyline.
They were a storyline.
They were great.
It's funny, one of the team they beat, it did them in, and the other team they beat actually is in the World Series.
That's great.
And on the other side, the Tigers, also
again,
undrafted.
Great job, but it's Tiger team.
It was just a good team.
Great team.
They fell short by a game. They had the tying run in scoring position with 2 out in the 7th.
That's right.
Unreal.
With the best hitter up.
Can't get closer than that.
With Gabe up, a first round type pick on their team.
Yeah,
Again, the Tigers were the epitome of what you call a team. Real team. Like they all played as a unit, and credit to them.
Right.
And again, those middle teams all battled. The Rollers were in it.
Right,
they were a swing away from the semis.
It's funny, aside from Hillel, everyone was a swing away of being in.
What a season! We knew it was a special season going in with all the talent.
Well,
and
listen,
it continued.
Not only is the talent there, not only is it covered on every night on YouTube Live, not only are the jerseys fire, not only is the line machine working and the vibe, everything is unbelievable this year. We're gonna have the GoPro cam out for the World Series.
Can't wait.
We're gonna have. There's just so much going on.
A lot of stuff clicking.
I'm very excited.
Looking forward. DJ Franco.
You're right. There will be a live World Series guitar performance.
We have to confirm.
Take Me Out to the Ball Game, and obviously the Star Spangled Banner.
Looking for getting a full sound system once again with all your walk-up music. So everybody, be set and ready with your walk-up music.
Yeah, this is going to be great.
Please email it to me or WhatsApp it to me, I should say. I cannot wait. I'm just excited as these guys.
Listen,
I don't know.
I think that's what makes this league great. We're as excited or more excited than the players that are playing in it.
It really is.
Right, either way, I'm going to sign off now. I got to go back to Brooklyn and see you next week.
I could stay here all night. I'm living in Lakewood, so let's just talk. No, have a great night, guys. Can't wait for Wednesday. Looking forward. Home Run Derby Thursday night.